Annabelle, as always. Welcome back. So we are going to go ahead and do our TV show of the day, and that is Are You Afraid of the Dark? We're going to go ahead and finish up season 1. We are going to be talking about actually 3 episodes in this one, because there is 13 episodes per season, so there's going to be a video at least with each season, 1 video at least, with 3 episodes that I'm going to be talking about. Today we are going to be talking about the Super Specs, the Sorcerer's Apprentice, and one of my personal top 10 favorites, the Pinball Wizard. Let's go ahead and talk about the Tale of Super Specs. So this one, this is the first episode that we actually see. I feel like one of 2 of the series favorites, reoccurring. Well, I shouldn't necessarily recurring, but shows at least 1 appearance in each season, the other being Dr. Vic. This one is going to be featuring Sardo, no Mr. accent on the dough. So this is one of my favorites. I don't know if I would necessarily say one of my top 10 favorites, but it definitely is very close, probably be an honorable mention. So basically, this one is about 2 kids, these 2 little young lovebirds in high school, I'm assuming, and they're at a comic book, or not a comic book shop, like a little practical joke type magic shop and stuff. And the boyfriend, Weeds, he's a jokester and everything. Next day is going to be April Fool's, so he's trying to stock up on stuff. He's testing out all this different stuff, and he's playing around with some of this, like, little magic powder. He sprinkles it, and some of it gets on these, like, super specs, those, like, it's supposed to be X-ray sunglasses or glasses or whatever, the weird, goofy-looking ones. Little does he realize that he actually kind of puts a spell on him. He gets a pair for, like, his girlfriend or whatever, and what do you know, whenever she puts these on, and for some reason, it's only with her, when she puts these glasses on, she always sees, like, these people in black. She doesn't see their faces or anything, but they're kind of, she can only see them with these glasses on, so she starts getting, like, really kind of scared and everything. She's like, what's going on? Why am I the only one who sees them and everything? Well, comes to find out, there's a parallel universe that's kind of like coexisting on a different plane as the real world, what we would consider the real world. So of course they go to Sardo because, he owns the magic shop. He sold them the glasses and stuff. They think that he can actually, help them. Little do they know, we realize it though, that Sardo is such a fraud. He knows nothing about this stuff. He just is trying to, like, rip people off, basically. But they come to him, they're like, we need your help. So he goes to the girl's house to try and, like, fix it and everything. And come to find out, this alternate universe, these people from the alternate universe are actually trying to kind of conquer our worlds, or trying to, like, or, because this window has been open, so they're trying to kind of, like, take over our world and everything. So as they're trying to, like, close the window and everything, unfortunately, all these people that are dressed in black end up kind of winning and everything, and kind of shut the window on the world that we know, so they kind of are now taking over our world. One of the few episodes that doesn't really have a happy ending. There's a couple of these. Normally, a lot of these episodes, because it's a kids show, most of them have that kind of happy ending. I like that they don't have, like, a happy ending to this one, and, like, the bad guys kind of won at this, because at the end of the day, I think it's a good moral lesson of, hey kids, you don't always win at everything. Sometimes the alternate universe wins. But no, it is definitely a very, very good episode to watch. This is definitely one I would highly recommend. Like, if you've never seen Are You Afraid of the Dark, definitely check this one out. I would say check this one out as one of your first episodes. It's so much fun. It is. I love it. But let's go on to episode 2 of the video, The Sorcerer's Apprentice. This one I feel like is often kind of forgotten. And it's a shame because I actually truly enjoy this one. Definitely not one of my top 10s for a fact, but I definitely do enjoy this one. Basically, once again, one of those run-of-the-mill episodes, kind of like an outcast kid, who's a little bit, I don't want to say goofball, but just kind of like one of those, like, kids who kind of get picked on, doesn't really do that well in school and stuff, but he's very intrigued by a special guest speaker or this archaeologist that comes and speaks to his class and stuff, like his science class. Very intrigued by it, he's very interested, kind of then, is recruited, I don't want to say recruited, it's almost like a cult, but he just gets so entranced and, like, almost brainwashed into finding this jewel that was hidden, like, in the basement of the school that he's at, and literally it goes as part of this, like, snake sculpture and everything that possesses all this power of this, like, ancient sorcerer and everything. So he's trying to, like, slowly, one by one, he's kind of getting a lot of these people from school and everything, including teachers and staff, to kind of follow him and everything, and basically start his own little cult. Of course, his friend, who's been there, like, through thick and thin with this kid, kind of just looks past his flaws, like, accepts him for, like, who he is. Like, he's not a bad person or anything, but, like, hey, you know what, you don't do that great at school. Hey, you know what, there's a lot of other qualities about you that are amazing, but he doesn't really want to hear that. She's really trying to fight to get her friend back. And, of course, towards the end, they're, at the pool or whatever, the school pool and stuff, basically using the pool as a big, gigantic, like, cauldron to bring the sorcerer back to life and everything. I mean, and it's just like, first off, why are you gonna use the pool? Hello, chlorine. Chlorine kills everything, or, like, disinfects everything. So why would you use the damn pool? Like, did you drain it and then refill it without the chlorine? Like, hello? Sorry, I know I shouldn't nitpick it because this is just a kid's show. Really shouldn't have to really overthink this. But no, it's really a fun one. And like I said, I feel like it's kind of like a forgotten one. Maybe, I could be surprised on this one. Maybe there's a few of you out there like me who really do enjoy this episode. But I do feel like it's a little bit forgotten at times because I just don't really ever seem to hear people bring this one up, or it never really seems to have, like, at least an honorable mention or anything in, like, top 10 lists of Are You Afraid of the Dark? But hey, whatever. But yeah, that was the second one. Third one for the video, one of my all-time personal favorites, like I said, the Pinball Wizard. So, Pinball Wizard. First off, does anyone even play pinball anymore? Like, do you kids even know what pinball is? Because I freaking loved pinball. Like, you want to talk about a little pinball wizard princess, just saying. But no, this one is, it's set in a mall, very appropriate, because I do remember going to one of our malls out here, Stratford, and they actually had, I think it was Aladdin Sane or something, or Aladdin's, they had a little arcade at that mall. Not Woodfield, which is weird because that's the bigger one. But, I remember going there and, like, playing some pinball and stuff because I was, like I said, I was obsessed with pinball, loved it. So just to have this one set in a mall, it just brings back so many, like, memories every time I watch it. So this kid, Ross, he's kind of just like I don't want to say like a bad kid, but he's just kind of like, he does his own thing and stuff. And, of course, typical, like, teenage boy wants to play video games and stuff, so he's always trying to, like, scrounge around for quarters. He's always kind of, like, by the fountain, like, digging out the quarters and stuff so he can go play some video games. So he goes to, this little repair shop that's in the mall, and, he's telling the guy, like, oh, come on, you gotta go to lunch, you gotta lock up. Why don't you just let me watch the store, what if a new customer comes by? So reluctantly, the store owner's like, all right, fine, you can watch over, don't touch anything, and you better not touch that video game in the back, which is a pinball machine. But of course, being a teenage boy, he's not going to listen. He wants to play video games. So he's playing the video game. So when he's done, it's like hours and hours later, the entire mall is completely closed for the night. And before you know it, he realizes he's actually in, like, a video game. Like, he's in this pinball machine game, and he's trying to save this girl that he actually met earlier in the day who came in to the shop to pick up her little, like, music box or whatever. So he's gonna try and save her. And, like, you know, he's going through all these different things. And it's kind of cool because I like how they kind of do set this up. Like, this is way back in the day before, you know, the Ready Player One, post Tron and everything, original Tron and everything. But it was really kind of fun to see him do, like, all the different, like, video game type stuff. And that's the thing, too. I know a lot of people would be like, well, it's set up more as, like, a video game, not really pinball machine or anything, or a pinball game. Once again, it's a kids show. It's a fun one to watch. I'm not gonna nitpick about it, so I mean, come on, it's a kids show. But no, it's a fun one, and it's this is another one of those episodes that doesn't really have a happy ending. Like, part of it does, because at the end he does end up saving the girl, because, you know, he gets all the different things, he gets all the different power-ups and stuff to be able to advance to, like, the next level. And then he, you know, what do you know, he puts a little crown on the girl and everything, and then, boom, he's right at the beginning again. He's like, what the heck? Well, little does he realize he is now stuck in this, pinball machine for the rest of his life. So he's gotta, like, you know, you know what? That's what you get for when you want to play video games all the time. You're gonna get stuck in it. Besides, I guess there's worse things to get stuck in. I mean, he could be stuck in a horror movie. Like, I mean, he could be stuck in, like, the Human Centipede for the rest of his life, just saying. Or he could be stuck, in a porn movie. I don't know. Would that really be a bad thing, though, being stuck in a porn movie? I don't know. But there's worse things that you could be stuck in for the rest of your life. But, you know, whatever. Like I said, this is probably one of my top 10 favorite episodes. I think I have done the top 10 favorite Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes. I think I have. Maybe I'll do it again. I don't know, but whatever. But yeah, so there's the last 3 episodes of season 1. Next week we'll go ahead and start in with season 2. So till next time, you guys, as always, stay creepy, classy, and a little bit sassy.